Hi, it's Grave Girls. I'm Danielle.
I'm Charlie.
And it's our show. We're going to do our show. And on today's episode, we are doing a deep dive on our song, Graves of Cali.
That's from the first album.
It's from the first album.
Wow.
Yeah, we're throwing it back at them.
All the way back.
All the way back to the glory days of, what was it? It was about 2 years ago.
And we decided, let's make a band.
Alright, so it was October 3rd. And, I had a show booked on my birthday, which is October 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess we were just sort of like, well, I guess we're gonna have a band. And we did. Well, Charlie was a beautiful visual artist, and I was a star-crossed musician. And so we decided to bring them together and make a Grave Girls. Girls.
It worked, and now she's a visual artist and I'm a violinist.
Yeah.
And we do so much back and forth, and it's really fun, and we love it. And
Yeah.
so we're doing the Graves of Cali deep dive. Why Graves of Cali?
Why, you ask? If I think of the song on a whole, like on top of a hole, like kind of stretching over top of the hole.
Like a drum?
Okay, so if I think of the song on a whole, the reason I wrote the song is because I had this insanely interesting spiritual experience, you could say, a ritual experience, you could say, and I wanted to share it, so I wrote Graves of Cali. At that time, it became what it was going to become. So we had this like sort of sexual ritual experience, you could say.
Girl, it's time. Give up the fight your mother gave you. Girl, it's time. Can't change the past, so now we let it go. The path you take is always to yourself, you know. The promise that you made of letting go.
And during this, I had a very intense vision. And, you know, a lot of things happened. I got pulled down through the graveyard at the end of time. So that happened by a goddess who had many arms, and she was fierce. What do you say about it? So when I fell through the graveyard at the end of time, I landed on a monolithic stone, and the stone was threaded like a bead on a glowing tether, you could say.
She did say that.
I think I've said that. And it was like this blue light that was like holding these giant monolithic stones, like the size of like a floor plan or something, you know, like big ones. Anyway, I was floating in Voidspace, and Charlie is chained to this giant stone.
But in a very good way.
Yes, in a good way. In a good way. I felt as if I was in my final form, you could say. Like almost like I was in my true being self, I guess. And, you know, I was kind of like, hey, we talked a little bit. But what I found so interesting is I see Charlie on this monolithic stone, and then the one up from that, I see a skeleton chained. And then the one up from that, I see some like bones and a skull. And then up from that, I see like a jawbone and like some skull, some like bone fragments. And then up from that, I see like mostly just like dust like floating above the stone. And then the one above that is even more dispersed. And then the one above that is even more dispersed. And then you can't see anything anymore because it's just dispersed.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful.
And it was like, it was kind of like every consequential timeline of something. But it occurred to me that this was all made of a generational love. It was a machine built for the purpose of generating love. Is how I felt. So that's the story of Graves of Cali, I guess. If you really had to ask. So.
It's like 75% of the story. Don't let her fool you.
Yeah. Right.
Besides the guitar, though, what is it that inspired you to make this song so special? Or was that it?
I mean,
was that it?
I reckon. We'll edit it in post.
I think it's fine. We did it. Well, so how many tempo changes are actually in the song, though?
Graves of Cali has like 20, almost maybe 30 tempo changes in it.
That tracks.
You may ask why.
Why does it have so many tempo changes in it?
Well, it has all these tempo changes because the guitar was actually laid down well before Grave Girls was a thing. So
well before you even knew me, I think.
Yeah. So legend has it, I wrote this song for a previous band, and then when the band broke up before the album could get released, I took my guitar parts, the exact guitar parts, and that I wrote, and used them to form Graves of Cali, kind of as a little bit of a fuck you for being treated really shitty. You know, and so I saved the guitar and the solo in particular. The solo was an experience. It was like the middle of summer. I waited an entire month just listening to the track, not putting down the solo, like, or doing it, just thinking about what I wanted to do, and kind of edging, playing guitar for like a month. And then I finally picked up my instrument, and I had a false start, and then I did it the first. I just like took the first one, I was like turned up to full on 10 on both of my amps. I'm pretty sure I blew 2 tubes during that recording. It was crazy. The feedback levels were like, and I'm someone who likes feedback in music if it's done properly and correctly, and this was just like, dude, it was a lot. It was a lot. You could not make noise. But it made that guitar sound so beautiful. I played it on my baby, Kylesa. That's the name of the guitar. Yeah. She's a studio guitar these days. She's just a beautiful thing. She likes to hang out here.
Right over there.
Yep. There's that.
Well,
Does that answer the question?
I believe so. Well, I have another question though. How did the bass become?
It's a great question, Charlie.
Thank you. I tried really hard for that one.
Well, the bass. Oh, so the tempo changes in the song were really, by the way, just to reiterate, the tempo changes in the song were because I used the original guitar parts I had laid down with the previous band on purpose to create a new song called Graves of Cali. Because I really liked the way that I used slowdown techniques to kind of like create atmosphere in this song, and it shows. Like right when that second verse hits, it like slows down like 3 BPM or something like that, and it's just like ugh, it's just good. It's just a good thing.
It is a good thing.
So yeah, sorry to interrupt, but what was that question?
I asked you about how the bass became.
Well, the bass is the guitar, actually. And it's just like I goofed it up like a bunch over and over and over and came out with that nasty sounding like modulation bass, which, you know, that was a learning process for me, learning how to create bass. Like the first album, some of the bass tones, you're like, but I kind of like figured it out more on the newer stuff, and then in the future we figured it out even more.
I love it. Well, so including the guitar, what do you think is the best part of this song?
Probably the guitar solo, in all reality.
Okay.
It's just the moment of it and the way that it sounds. And then like that following section.
Yeah.
The peak of that song just kind of really hits right. That's what I think.
I like it. Let's see. Well, just a few more questions here, really. How hard was it to do this song?
The mixing was a challenge for sure. I wanted to challenge myself. I did this song. Well, okay, so I said I did this song because of all the like spiritual stuff, but really I just wanted to impress my girlfriend.
No, but you did. And what I ended up doing the first time was I just took the album art. Remember that? And I did that, and I just like live mixed visuals with just like the static.
Oh, you mean
image.
the visualizer?
I made a visualizer, and I would still love to make the full animation one of these days.
But the visualizers, we're putting that visualizer up on the YouTube right now, so go check out the visualizer for Graves of Cali if you got time.
And it's really fun though, because like that's just how I've done it live every time since then. I mean, I play my violin in it now, but I also still do that, and it's a lot of fun. And it's one of my favorite songs, and I love how it began, and I love what it's turned into now, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, overall, where would you rate Graves of Cali?
How would I rate it? I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh.
Yeah. Graves of Cali is a really good song. It's a banger.
It is.
8 out of 10's not... 8 out of 10 is a solid, good song.
That's a solid score.
The reason I give it an 8 is because nowadays I feel like I do the vocals even better and like more succinct and like interestingly now.
Oh yeah.
Like live than I did back then.
Oh yeah, the full, I guess the realized live version of this song as it exists now compared to what
it's a little even heavier than the recorded version. It just is.
It's so much fun.
It's good.
It's an intense experience, I reckon.
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah, so I give it an 8 out of 10 just for that reason. Otherwise, it's a really good song. Another reason it gets an 8 out of 10 is because it's just like, it's a nerd song, which is like, that's a great thing, but it also like limits your total point potential. Can I say that? It's like you get bonus points, but then your total gets limited.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a trade-off. It's the curse of being a nerd.
Yeah.
We just put up a demo reel.
Oh, did we put it up?
We're about to.
Oh.
Well, like literally, yeah.
I love it. All right.
Like as of right now, in the future of what you are experiencing currently, it would be your current future, but the present for these fine people.
I love time. It's fun.
It's all happening at once.
It is, and so the next, but now it's going to happen next time, though, right?
So I hear.
So we'll see you then.
We'll see you next time. Bye, Scrape Girls.
Bye.